When this brand first came out, Indult, a number of years ago, it was a really interesting concept. It was super exclusive. You could only buy them at Colette in Paris and Scent Bar and Luckyscent in the United States. And when you bought one of the fragrances, you actually had to kind of register your name with the brand. And they kept track of who owned the different bottles, and only people who already owned the fragrance were allowed to rebuy it. It was a whole thing. And then the brand disappeared for a little while, but luckily it has come back, which is good news to a lot of people because this fragrance, Tihota, has really stood out as the star. A lot of people consider Tihota to be the holy grail of vanilla fragrances. It's just the perfect vanilla. And I would agree, it's really perfect in so many ways. Sometimes vanilla fragrances get a bad reputation as being too simple or too young, too juvenile. But this one is such a serious, beautiful, sensuous vanilla. In addition to the vanilla note, you get that gorgeous benzoin, which is a type of amber resin, which has a vanillic quality, but it just gives a different dimension to the vanilla effect. And then you get gorgeous white musk carrying the fragrance through. Obviously, Francis Kurkdjian, the perfumer, knows what he's doing because it's a perfectly crafted vanilla. Now, I have to say that for many years, I was a fan of the scent, but I never wore it myself because I don't wear many gourmands or vanilla fragrances. But then recently, I was making a sample of this, and I had some of it on my fingers, but forgot that I'd been spraying it, and it just haunted me for the rest of the day. I kept getting the most perfect waffle cone smell that was so delicious and intriguing. I just wanted more of it. So every now and then I play around with this fragrance and I try a little bit on, but additionally I'll spray a little bit of a pure vetiver scent on top of it, which to me makes it a little bit more unisex to masculine. Not that I'm bothered by that. I would happily wear a very feminine fragrance, but for me the sweetness of the vanilla and the astringency of the vetiver is just a really interesting combination. If you're a vanilla fan and you don't know Tihota, you really need to know this fragrance because it's just one of the best examples of a vanilla scent around, and I couldn't recommend it more highly. This is Tihota from Indult.